In response to a series of femicide that was happening in Argentina, an emblematic event happened. On June 2015, a group of journalists, artists, and activists made a call launched through social media under the slogan Ni una menos, that grew when society made it its own and turned it into a collective campaign. There was a mobilization of 200,000 people in Buenos Aires and 500,000 in other Argentinian cities. Those demonstrations made possible to give greater visibility to claims that feminist movement had been holding for years. An immense step for the feminist agenda to acquire a central place in public debate. It inspired many more countries because 1 year later, this march was replicated in almost every Latin country, including mine, Bolivia. It arises from the need to say stop to femicides, which red numbers started to be counted when this figure was legally created as a crime. We are being killed, or we want us alive, were other of the slogans. On August 2016, in Bolivia, we created the Facebook group Ni una menos after a very small meeting, in which we proposed to give wings to the militant feminist movement in La Paz, inspired by Ni una menos Argentina and Ni una menos Peru. On the march, and with great haste for the response, we convened a first assembly where we made a brainstorming. We were no more than 20, but very enthusiastic, with the intention of give everything and to draw a direct line of provocative and organizational actions towards a precise horizon, a great mobilization on November 25th. On the way, some commissions were created: logistics, communication, coordination, political incidents, and many others. The organization was immediate. Days for the first meetings were set. We distributed and assumed tasks. That was the thing, on the go. But not only. The aspiration was, without a doubt, that this horizon was nothing more than a wonderful excuse to reconfigure the militant spaces of the Bolivian feminist movement. This first march was a success and congregated thousands of people and was replicated in many cities of the country. Probably, we couldn't consider it such a feminist movement because many people belonged to it and went to the march, in many cases for the first time in their lives, but without militancy and without considering themselves as feminists, but have contributed to promote it and make it massive. As a movement, the challenge was mobilizing a society that remains quietly impassive in the face of structural and murderous violence against women, knowing that it wouldn't become feminist because it does not question other things such as symbolic and violence, sex education, among others, but without losing our feminist and structural demands. So we can consider it was a success in the sense that we raised awareness and we showed that there were not just statistical femicide numbers, there were lives, families, and victims involved. Another emblematic Latin initiative was the performance Un violador en tu camino, a rapist in your path, a performance from the Chilean collective Las Tesis, made in the context of the conflicts in Chile the year 2019 as a protest to the police violence. especially against women, and it became a worldwide feminist anthem. It became a worldwide and a multitudinous phenomenon that was performed on 5 continents and translated into many languages, including sign language. I had the opportunity to collaborate and perform it in New York, and I felt so proud because we, Latin women, were in the first row asking for our rights and our demands. Last year, we left the public space due to the measures of the pandemic, but this 25 end, we are ready to take the streets with force again, to show that if they touch one, they touch us all. We are aware that marches are not the solution, nor are they the goal in themselves. They are only a means to be able to continue demanding and claiming what belongs to us, our lives and our rights. I have seen so many women without knowing each other taking the streets and opening their eyes to feminism. That is the key: collaborative work, sorority, cooperation between us to propagate energy and empowerment. Nowadays, with the technology, the calls are made from social media, and it is incredible how fast WhatsApp groups emerge and grow. What did we achieve and contribute for? Femicide as a legal figure, women's needs in the public agenda, media with a more active role, and taking care of not re-victimized women, even new constitutions and more. So yes, we can make history on the streets.